Welcome back, everybody. This is The Slice. This is us right here. We're doing another Batman movie. This one is it's a goodie. It's a goodie and an oldie.
Phase 3.
Phase 3 in the Batman saga. I think this one was exciting just because it hit in the childhood.
I was excited
because it came out during when it was the 90s. It was hot and fresh, and it was just like in your face.
And we were 5.
5-year-olds watching like intense superhero movies, and it was crazy. So, boys, Cruz, like always here, and Carlos, what you guys feel about going back in time and watching this movie?
Felt like a child.
Action figures,
missing those what is it? Those money grabbing.
I was missing those mugs from McDonald's.
Oh my god, those are.
I still have those.
Yeah, I have
all of them.
You know, McDonald's, like, look, for McDonald's doing all this BS with the whole movie, they did though market the hell out of them. Like, they stepped up their game too. They were 3D, right? They were more sticking out than the
their merchant.
The Flintstones.
No, then the Returns. No, then Returns. Remember, Returns was just like a simple.
Plastic cups.
No, they were simple drawing. Like, it was just, you could feel it a little bit, like the texture.
Oh yeah, it was like those.
It was like some ASMR crap. It's like, oh, look at it feel.
Yeah, but
it was 3D.
Returns was more 3D. It was more.
It popped out, right?
Artsy.
Their merchandising was on full gear.
Yeah.
And it was great.
You
remember this.
You were saying it was Batman bonanza, like madness.
It was crazy. Capitalism at its best.
I mean, okay, so Cruz, anything?
Yes.
Anything you were gonna? You see me like you were gonna jump out of your?
No.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something. Okay, so I think jumping into from Returns to this one, what happened?
Acid trip.
Schumacher, he went from like, okay, I'm gonna throw out everything I did in the Lost Boys.
Yeah.
And just.
I want those chicken nuggets.
You explained it perfectly when we're watching it. Perfectly.
Yeah.
During the movie, that there was a good director, great acting, enough budget to do what you wanted.
Yeah. Especially because it came out from Returns, which it didn't do as well as like the numbers they wanted, right? Obviously, but it had enough for like, oh, we could make money.
Obviously, there was. I mean, the CGI doesn't hold, but for then.
Yeah,
it was great. So obviously,
I don't think you can complain back then about the CGI. I think everything was still new and everything. Like,
yeah, like even if it wasn't good, you could still be like, "Oh, I haven't seen that before."
Yeah.
But like you said, the raw material was there. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like this movie was bad because we enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah, we're yucking it up.
Yeah, it brings out that childhood nostalgia in it.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of like that. It's just like, oh, you know, it's gonna be kind of like you hear it, you've seen it, you're like, oh yeah, I remember it. But that child drug that hits you like that kid rush.
We're watching it with rose-covered glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we like this movie because we were 5 when it came out.
Exactly.
Why would we hate it?
And there was moments where they do something like near the end. Let's just jump to the end right here, where he's basically catapults himself through the chain and jumps out from one of the Riddlers.
The entrance at the end of just dunk.
And it's like, it reminds me of Deadpool's like, oh, superhero entrance. Is like, no, that's a superhero entrance.
Your entry was good. His was better.
Yes.
This movie was just good entrances all around.
It was very showmanship.
Wow. Oh.
Very yes, I guess I'll blow you later.
Okay, stop jerking each other off.
Oh yeah, continue jerking this movie off. It's funny because it's like, why? And then like the 60s Batman, you're like, what the fuck?
Like if we were adults watching this movie back then, we'd be like, yeah, that's just stupid.
Well, you
acting.
said it yourself, your dad when he took you.
Yeah, he was like, this movie is ridiculous. But me next to him, I'm 5
and I'm pretty sure the 60s Batman for
the one thing I don't understand is, why can't we like the 60s Batman, but yet we're yoking this one up?
And I don't think enough time has passed.
Maybe.
Like,
I think there was enough time. The 60s.
Yeah, 60s. This is 30 years later.
I remember watching it. I think I remember Glimpse watching it, and I was like, this blows. Just changed the channel. I mean, that's how I was, like, this is not bad, man.
And when you think about it, this movie is basically the 60s. The giant bomb.
This is our 60s Batman.
Ridiculous lines. Holy rusted metal, Batman.
Yeah.
There's holes and it's rusty metal.
And I like Batman's reaction. Oh,
yeah.
Stop, kid.
I feel like he was just tired. Like, dude, I just got like taken down by some weird ass lamp, and then I have to save you from a group of seamen. I'm tired.
I was flying my awesome jet. You borrowed my boat and you crashed it.
Yeah, so this is my reaction. Oh, you're still here.
It's your. You know what? Let's speed ahead. You're gonna get captured. You have a sucky first day.
The fact that he took off without him like a kid. Look, everything. He's like, oh god, he took off.
Hey, the whole island's moving.
The hovering island took him.
Hey, my Batman.
Oh god,
My balloons.
he stole him. Cruz, for you, watching this movie again, I'm pretty sure this is not your first time. You know, I mean, have you seen it recently, before, or like after a while?
When you Brittany gave me the password to the HBO Max,
Oh yeah.
I saw all of them.
By the way, I still want that password.
You haven't.
I know. What? No. I meant Cruise. I would really like Disney.
Yeah.
I would love to watch The Mandalorian.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, Cruz, watching this movie again. I mean, obviously you watch all the movies. You as a Batman fan, how did you feel about this movie compared? Like, jumping from Returns to this. Did you watch? You obviously watched Batman and Returns.
Yeah, I saw the first two.
Tim Burton's.
Tim Burton's and Schumacher's.
Yeah,
I treat it as a James Bond. You got your Sean Connery, and then you go to your Brosnan, where it's completely loony and more out there, more out of the gadgets and everything.
I can see that. I can see
Different
where you're going.
cast.
This is what happened. All right. Michael Keaton's Batman came out as Batman, and then he sold the rights to his character, and this is a movie within the Michael Keaton verse.
Oh,
Yeah, I see it that way, but you see the changes to the characters.
You cover. My God. Yeah,
that was
your interpretation.
It was Michael starting to talk, but Carlos answered.
Yeah, man. No, but that was good. I like that you used it as like how James Bond been doing this before Batman.
Yeah.
The changes of like different
Same
Batman.
characters, different actors, but it's still a sequel.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it's a direct sequel. It doesn't have to be a direct sequel.
And
Does everything have to be connected?
No, not necessarily. Yeah. I think a lot of people just expect it nowadays to everything connected. Like it's what was it say?
Like it still had Gordon,
yeah.
it still had Alfred.
Yeah.
But some of these characters could have come back. So I'm like, okay, let's replace up, continue the story.
Yeah.
But then you get the whole different settings and the different action sequence and how would you say it? The
cinematography.
The cinematography is different.
Same. I have the same problem. I can't pronounce smart words.
It's different from the Burton movies where it's darker, gloomier. Yeah. And then the Schumacher's like bright neon colors.
It's a rave. It's a rave.
It's a wave movie.
What do you think of the look?
I think it was awesome. It screamed. It's funny because it's weird. Batman was the only thing that was in the movie that near the beginning, in the whole movie, because you could tell it shift at the end when he switches bat suits.
Yeah.
Where he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a new suit," and it's gray, sparkly. It just pops out,
shiny.
He was literally like the fossil in the movie. Like you could tell, like, hey, we're changing, we're making moves. Piss off, mate. Like Michael Keaton and Tim Burton. This is the new thing.
Yeah, you could tell the switch the characters. You can see the end of Michael Keaton's Batman and the beginning of Val Kilmer's Batman.
Yeah, which was short, but it happened.
But then we get a
then George Clooney happens.
Can I talk about the George Clooney or?
I mean, you can make it briefly.
Yeah, it continues on to the George Clooney.
Yeah,
and
I think that's where it finishes right there.
Yeah, and then George Clooney gets his new suit, and you get the George Clooney version of Batman.
Yeah, but I think that Schumacher right there kind of wanted to show this is the end of
Keaton
of Tim Burton's movies and step into my Lost Boys.
It's a new world. Your old Batman won't.
Yeah, because he had the suit. It was a little more modern. It was a little more
slimmer.
It was just tailored to him.
Yeah, it was a little more like, girls, don't you want this, man?
Yeah.
Like the 6-pack was like Batman's 6-pack and Tim Burton was like just like, yeah, this is a body armor protection suit. This one was like, I could make love with you with this suit.
He almost did.
Yeah. These horns are detachable, if you know what I mean. You know.
And we go with the foreign movies.
It literally felt. Let's go with that. Let's start with.
Okay, we're gonna talk about. Okay,
growing up, did we notice this?
No. That's what's great about it.
What we didn't notice.
Oh, the sex jokes.
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman was the hottest Batman chick ever.
Not only that, that she was the most teenage hormone.
Oh my god.
She was writing this movie like, ooh.
Yeah, she was selling
How
it.
can I say this cleanly?
Right? You can't. It was just naughty. Very naughty.
Seriously.
It was everything. Almost every time Kidman was in it, she was like, "Yes, how can I ride this Batmobile?"
Oh yeah.
That was her whole goal. She wasn't there. Like in the beginning, she says like, "Oh, I'm here to catch Two-Face."
But
No,
then
she was there for somebody else's face.
Yes.
Even Sugar was the same. Each time she saw Bruce Wayne or Batman, she's like, "Well, Nigma, why can't you look good like that?" And
I think all the girls there, literally,
All the girls. Yeah, this movie was banana. This movie made us hit puberty.
literally, it was actually one of those type of movies. Like if you didn't know this back then, it was not a porno.
Brazzers, I demand the porno parody to this.
Yes, exactly. It almost was. I'm pretty sure all the deleted scenes, the Schumacher,
The Schumacher version.
extended cut. Penis innuendo. It's a penis joke.
It's a penis joke.
Extended, but I
don't say cup because then.
Extended edition.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, extra edition.
We inserted more. We packed this full of footage.
The whole time.
This
The
is
whole
wrong.
time. No, it's right. They even had kids. Oh, obviously, let's talk about one of the greatest additions into the Batman lore. Kiss from a Rose.
Oh
by Seal.
God, yes.
I think
The soundtrack, but the modern soundtrack. to
the
this,
soundtrack was lit. It was dope. It was
Yeah.
hip. It was now. It was wow.
You know, you don't. Those songs, you don't hear them outside of Batman.
You probably don't like if you don't oh, it's recording still. I was just
Yeah, because that thing is moving, so it's.
Yeah. Okay. I'll keep it still. But yeah. Yeah. I think it's nowadays is more rare, especially back then probably.
I think the only place you can hear this music if you go to Six Flags and get on the Batman ride.
Seriously.
And hurt your nuts.
It hurt your nuts.
It hurt your nuts.
Which one hurt more, Riddler or Batman?
Oh, it depends how tall you were.
I've never been on the Riddler.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, then the Riddler will probably hurt your
It
nuts.
hurt you more.
I don't know. Those rides where your feet are dangling, those always hurt your nuts.
Screw
Screw the designer who designed those things.
That was a
It was
girl.
a madman. It was a girl. It was
It was designed for women.
He hated men. This is the men ride to
I
hate.
hate men. I must punish them all by hurting nuts across America.
Monster. Anyways, what can we talk? I know you were talking about the look. What did you guys think of the looks of the villains? Standing out from the dark
The
ages.
villains.
Very Batman Beyondish.
Okay, but
I mean, like the thuggish.
Let's
The thugs.
just say it's not Batman Beyond. Let's say what did you think of them? Because it was just the thugs, but I mean the main villains. Come on.
Oh, Tommy Lee Jones was awesome as Two-Face. Freaking Jim Carrey was joking it up.
I think Jim Carrey probably stole the show.
He stole the show, yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't acting. He was just
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
Well, then I think everybody knows that Tommy Lee Jones did not like Jim Carrey at all. In this
He didn't like. He told straight out to his face he did not like him nor his films.
Yeah. So I think
Okay.
we could stand there where he thought about Jim Carrey.
Excuse me, I'm gonna go film a movie with aliens now.
Right? But yeah, Jim Carrey. Carlos, big fan.
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura. Riddler now? How was he? Besides his bulge.
He was Ace Ventura. He was Ace Ventura. He was like, the Riddler is now Ace Ventura.
Plus bulge, right? Remember?
bulge.
The whole time you were like, cover your man junk, man.
He was just more out there than the last Riddler.
It was true. Yeah, the other one was like on crack. This dude was like on some heroin.
I like
shit.
that pose where he's waiting for Batman at the end. Legs are just wide open.
His thighs sticking out.
And Batman just pops up and you're just like surprised, like, ugh.
Oh, good morning, Batman. It's just his bulge.
Now I'm as blind as a bat,
Is that
goddammit.
the dot? Is the dot of his question mark?
Oh no. No, how dare
Riddle
you.
me this.
Riddle me this.
Someone seems to have tainted me with
What handles and dangles and isn't a bell?
Yeah, anyways.
That's off the top of my head.
Nice. They're more dirty jokes. Top of your head. Pervert. Okay, well, I mean, anything you guys want to bring up? Anything that you guys maybe thought you're like, hey, look, this was fun, or this is
This
fun.
movie's not as bad as people remember it.
This movie introduced the nipples.
I think it's just people just clench on whatever like burdens, and then they clench on whatever like dark part that was good. I mean, like, and this I take back sometimes what you say. I know sometimes you wish some heroes were still joyful and stuff like that. I think this is the closest I'll get with.
Yeah.
I'll take this.
Like you're watching The Dark Knight, you're like, man, someone crack a joke.
Yeah. So I mean, I would do with this. Yeah.
I like the review Ebert and Robert gave. It's like they were like, oh yeah, this movie's bad, but we still liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like as soon as the movie ends, you're gonna forget about it, but while you're watching it, it's great.
Yeah, you're yucking it up. Yeah.
Even which one's the short one?
Oh, which one?
The one who died.
Ebert?
Yeah, even he was hated on it, and after that he was like, oh, but I still liked it.
I still like it. It's terrible, but I still like it.
It's terrible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's a tour de force.
Even-
I still enjoyed it.
Even though people hated the movie, it was a summer blockbuster.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's Batman.
It was the budget
You can get played.
the budget was 100 million, and it made 33 million.
33 or 300?
What?
36. 336 million.
336. That makes sense.
Okay.
But it didn't really make as much as they wanted to, right?
No.
In movie standards, right, Carlos?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it made more movie in its merchandising.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Is that sometimes the thing, right? Like
That
they could
is.
sell, not even movie nowadays. Merchandise was hot, right?
I think this movie was like probably one of the most merchandise and advertised movie up until that time.
Yeah.
I have no evidence to go by this, but this is just because
you've seen it.
Yeah, we were around back then.
Everything
it was everywhere.
Dude, I had a shirt of them, of the poster, the movie
This
poster.
movie dominated that year.
Yeah.
Think of another movie that came out that year as big.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure there were
The
movies.
movie Big.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there were other
Kidding.
better movies that year, but this movie overshadows it because of the merchandising.
Yeah.
Action figures, mugs, toys.
Plates.
Mugs, fork mugs,
This movie was more merchandise than the Pope.
condoms of forever.
It's-
Then we found out what forever meant in the movie.
Oh, that blew my mind when you told me.
Yeah, where he's like, I fell forever. I was like, oh,
And I
get
was
it?
like, oh,
Yeah.
that's why they call it Forever. The whole time I've been wondering, this isn't the fourth movie.
This is the fourth one.
I legitimately didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Six Flags rethemed their Axis chemicals to resemble the whole entire Gotham City.
Oh yeah, I remember after this movie they started to.
Yeah,
do
well,
something.
yeah, stuff. Oh, I think during every Batman era, they start changing. Even like Cruz said, during Batman Begins, they changed it to Batman
Yeah.
Begins.
But
And-
the first big change was this one, and then they didn't change it for another.
Well, yeah, it was Tim Burton, then it was Schumacher's, and then it was Nolan's. So
Yeah.
not much of a like all, because I mean it was spanned by those movies. So
Yeah.
you kind of was stuck with those stuff. I don't think we were wanting to run into the '60s Batman in there. You just see the whole dock. It's just the dock
Yeah,
area.
it looks exactly like the movie.
Wow, damn, it's shitty. Anyways, recommendations. Would you recommend it to people?
I recommend it to kids.
Recommend it to kids. Carlos?
To kids or anybody born in
The 90s?
1990.
Yeah. I would recommend it just to show you that it's a big leap from Burton's movie. Like,
Oh, yeah.
watch Batman, and then watch this one, you're like, what happened?
I might say something a little controversial here.
No.
I think this one is better than Batman Returns.
I think you were a lot of hype for that one. Well, especially for you, especially this was your first. So
Yeah. Well, I mean,
carries a...
I don't want to make it seem like
Yeah.
this is my favorite Batman.
Yeah, no,
but
but-
this is just my first experience.
Exactly, so...
But looking back at it, like watching them, like I enjoyed watching this movie, rewatching
Yeah.
it more than I enjoyed rewatching Batman Returns.
Okay.
Not saying I hate it or
Hey,
I
hey,
think,
it's
but
your
it's just
opinion,
I like it more.
That's like your opinion, man. Yeah, that's cool, and that's good. So yeah, you would definitely recommend the '90s kids. And
Yeah.
Cruz would recommend it to kids, and I would recommend it to anybody who wants to experience a cluster, a show of a nonsense, like a big leap from Batman's Tim Burton's to this one, Schumacher's. That's a giant leap right there. Like. You missed. You will question.
Why did you take this route?
I want to watch a behind the scenes of this entire movie because I bet you that would be fascinating.
Yeah, I'm pretty. There is
Yeah.
there is also talks of before this was one of the Wayans brothers was gonna be Robin.
Yeah.
So I mean that's just in itself a whole.
And there is a comic book out there,
Yeah.
not released,
Yeah.
That
So like a fan made or something like that.
no, it's an actual DC comic
Okay.
where he's.
It's like what is it? One of those gaslight type of.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, folks, that was our ramble. You know, this is us just talking, gushing about one of our favorite '90s films, and it was. I mean, we were '90s kids. Literally, this came out when we were around. It was different from Tim Burton's, where we were watching a VHS from someone we experienced it going to the theaters and watching it as kids.
This hit us full blast.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, Carlos takes it this way. We all take it differently, but we all still enjoy the film because I mean, during us watching it, we're just like, like I was literally quoting almost every part of the movie where I didn't want to sound annoyed.
You kept singing "Kiss from a Rose."
Yeah. Bye. So I hope you guys enjoy our ramble. Thanks for watching the videos. I mean, it's good to know that we're being viewed. But if you liked it or disliked it, click on whatever you gotta do. Follow us.
Quick thing before we end this. Marvel has casted their answer to the Batman Moon Knight with Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac, Poe from Star Wars. If you didn't know, Carlos, you still don't know Poe.
Yeah, and he's very familiar with the MCU. He's played Apocalypse. He's voiced Spider-Man 2099 Spider-Verse. And now he's playing Moon Knight in the Disney Plus.
Yeah, but he sucked in Star Wars.
Damn. Way to ruin our
It wasn't the actor, it was the story.
Come on now, you admit
I've always been a fan.